Yawe ngan olip rumaja rolo argan join im olip ko na ko. Par welcome karweni ni kom TV show ina rumaja me kami kamani lo Springdale, Arkansas. Kami kamani olip week. Im ilo rainin enana boy tani jago Anita domain nganan boy zo nganaten TV show ina nangun mi im lalako ta yago olip par Kromata me richarballo atan manchukulo ko kachuchulo Springdale. I molib ro me rijalo ji pijain. Lewa jota ya ko kan ko molib. Imilo rainin elang chuan amim aur lo tok jena Manatar Elementary School ms in me ilala benethen kwalo e ngan ka joj olib. Imaltus let's Mrs. Engelmann introduce herself and tell us what she do at the school.
Hi, my name is Sierra Engelmann, and I am the school counselor that is at Monitor every day, and my job is to help students and families.
Okay, and today we are going to talk parent-led conferences. Lo alang ilaw jen radam yon ran ngan jonguro ran. Imina lalang ngan Mrs. Engelmann kamala lagi tawuni na narope chinirim jemerin jare dongan kwelok ke na najririn di jirilar kanan way ren edagalak lo kado koir. And I will let Mrs. Engelmann explain what parent-led conferences that we have is coming up. So I will let her explain it.
Our student-led conferencing is coming up the week of February the 9th through the 12th. And it is maybe a bit different than what parents have experienced in the past. Our student-led conferencing is getting all three together. The teacher is there with the students, the student and the families and the parents, so that they can work together to understand really where the student is academically and what those needs are, and that it gives that ownership for the student to take ownership of the work that they're doing.
Imilo anaten Mrs. Engelmann kamala lagi ba lo kwelok kane kia me parent-led conference and kanilo iyain echarin ogata ko boyeten kanige kat chuno no dagay kujang mama odum rugagiyo ka parent ro akiya ka eni ko bato rugagiyo ajiriyo I mama papa ro mrani kwelok ipendon ngane chibang ron lari kado koan rijikuul ro ilo air erregalak ilo kado ko ilo munchukulo ko en air dan mathum reading ko airum munna man conference nai rijikuulo ni kamalale ki chinenim chemen tago emojono ye ilo kado ko anim tago me eiduglumo ni lo kado ko anim meni nega ni jamman ngan rugagiyo bay ngan chinenim chemen ajiriyo Peren kamalalik roinum chala tago rijikuul aikuij. All right. Anything else you want to tell us about the parent-led conference, or?
Yes, I want to encourage all of our families to look in backpacks for letters and notes, because we do have some alternate dates at Monitor where parents are invited to come, and our teachers are being very accommodating, because we know it's difficult when you have 5 or 6 students throughout the district to make all of those conferences, but we're really trying to accommodate them so that they can come and be a part of this.
Im chuan many hour ngan chinirim jamaraga ngana datan jaga bakwan rijikuul ni jira olibien ngai rajoro im lali chuge julugo pe ni lengchu pe barani chiningun wajangan kom im komini kwalok awago ekkarangan ien charwalo kwami im komi marong kamani komi marong to ye boy rajala ge echep biroro pe pujin ni jirang rijikuul lo kachuju jikuul lo Springdale takana boy then rain komi kwalok awago emman ngan komi mrodgun ane komi marong chari to nganaten ngani yen kwelok ko ina jiri renijim em bareinwot nganaten nge komi chemarong kamani tabarito ko den aboy aden yen kwelok ko ami komi marong par kwale to munjul kanam kaman rijikejo. Okay.
Briefly, I'd like to let parents know what to expect when they come into the student-led conference. when they come in, there may be several families there conferencing with their child, but the child will have gone over the work that they're going to be sharing with their parent, and there would be some sort of folder that gives them the progress of their student. And this really is important for the student to be able to communicate with their parents about how they're doing in school. That is also helping us with their speaking and listening skills, which is one of our standards. And so parents need to be a good listener, and feel free to ask questions of the student. And if they have other questions, please make sure that the teacher is aware of those questions and will get those answered, and so I just want parents to know what to expect.
All right. Nganwat kamalalagi iyan kwelagin nganaten ajiririn baten chinerum tragagi okay kwala ko taten why when ajiririn tok imena talumpok chon folder okay folder enan me all pinchar balo ko anrit pari merani kwelagi pen ipen chinerum baten tragagi yo imeni kwala katen enota karpa kagin ewi chongana ne tragala lo kato koan im mojano koan lo kato ko meni kamalalagi chinen im chemen im nge elang kachitak im chinen im chemen ranganan kachitak kai ramarong kachitak peni meni kamalala pe ilo air kwelak dio yenin ga repalale ewi chongana na juriyo narong kamalala chinen im chemeri ki chin ko nono ngan regagio im chemer ngan chinen im chemer bareinwot ilo air chalai tago re kamalala kagi barein merwe re lukun malala kan kato kwai ri mojano ye im bareinwot ilo airaten kamani kato ko ilo munchukologo ini lalago chirik juon kachitak ngan Mrs. Engelmann. I have a question for you. Usually some of our parents don't speak English, so is there someone that will be with the kids and helping with their parent-led conferencing?
We do have interpreters on site that will be able to help out in those situations. It just depends on the timing, but we will absolutely accommodate so that there are no language barriers in the conversation.
Ijalage kujud paranige kayang tijala kajin bale aga jadiyen jicap kanan kujang kanan ngilang Arabic. Im kacito kan ngan Mrs. Engelmann kay enige lang rugo im ngan jibangai rijikuul ni jir paruo ngai chinerim chemerum e bai ni lang rugo gulong mo jikuul ko imange komi e guji juon rani lawat rani pikote juon nganaten ngan komi robo mal adan kamani kwela ko ami anything else you want to say?
Just we can't wait to see our families come to the school, because that's such a great connection for us, and we've seen great success with our student-led conferencing.
Ngan Parondo komi rogun kujoro rin lo komi ngani yen kwela ki nubara chalake e joni aur ngan rijikuul ni jer nganara den lale are regala lo munchukul wire lo kato choir teblo munchukul ga lo kato choir anything else you want ngan wat ka kay mimi jadan ngan palairin ngan ron ni jero ba chit kamani kwela ko ar. Okay, anything else you want to say?
Just remember the dates, February 9th through the 12th, and contact your school if you haven't heard.
Okay. But yago ko mim jeni barban malagan segmento king karwa ko komol. Thank you, Mrs. Engelmann, for coming.
Thank you.
Yago par ruwaini ni dongan adan MarshalleseTV show in amengilo Springdale, Arkansas. Kanano lewa jaku yako yang anole rumaja rojalo je pija inan rumaja bareinwot konago kachojo ilo den olive chicken ilo konago ilo emen lo ailangin bareinwot lalaka yako olive rumaja ro ilo arganjoin Springdale. Elang chuan abar lo rilotok chen ESL Atlanin Marsha Layer, imenitom kamalalik kajangken PTA conference nganaten volunteer nganaten yenin. Mrs. Imgani lalapin introduce yourself. I will just give your time to introduce yourself and what you do with that school.
Well, thank you. My job is I work with the ESL department, and I am I work with parent and community outreach. I've had the pleasure with working with ESL students for many years now, and what I'm here to talk about today is our need for volunteer interpreters for our conferences that are coming up, parent-teacher conferences that are February 9th through the 12th, the pre-K and elementary student-led conferences, same as what we used to know as teacher-led conferences, parent-teacher conferences. Now the student gets to display their learning to the parent and to the teacher at the same time. And so these are student-led conferences, and February 9th through the 12th for our pre-K and elementary, March 2nd through the 6th for our middle school parents and students and teachers, and March 31st through April 3rd for our junior high and senior high.
One malago the mugode any genatan Marsha rilotok yaring cherbalian cherbalo ESL building ilo Springdale, Arkansas. Im cherbalian cherbali pen rijikuul nijilo ilo munjikuul go im bareinwot jibang aten baron rome rijikuul jibang ngana jiriro nijir. Im ejitogum kanna negenaten ranin conference ko ngalo munjikuul go ilo Springdale imeno tagay jabamba ilo jen kindergarten eno elementary level yo ranijino ilo February radam join nganchungur roaran. Im ejito ko pa ejaiguji rugo nganjibang ajiriro nijir ilo munjikuul go im bareinwot volunteer rugo nganatan munjikuul go nganar jibang ajatan baron ro melele kada ko ana jiriro nijil lo munjikuul go bareinwot rijikuul ro erani ngere chinirim chemer reni tongan yatan yen kwelok reni bareinwot kwelok tagori kada lo munjikuul go im ilo aire rekala perkato ko air im ilo aten ilo March ruangan jijinora ni jian middle school conference im ilo training kenega moda jina matan moda jinan chue rugo ngan munjikuul talumugo ko aigu jito ngan chuan training America manilo building lo then administration yo anatan munjikuul it palo ya masterit yen training ko echen ani lalaboy Marsha in ko alagatan ngati yen training ko. All right, Marsha, I'll just let you when is the training for if someone that hasn't been interpreted before?
Okay, that will be February 5th, and there's 2 trainings that our brand new volunteers can attend, and that's 11:30 and 5:30. And I heard you give the address. It will be at the Administration Building, which is on Johnson Street, the big, tall, red brick building, and we'll be on the 3rd floor. If you're wanting to volunteer your time, your bilingual skills, please contact me, and I will schedule you for either 11:30 or 5:30 to come to the training. We are very thankful for your service, and it will be a lunch or a dinner that we'll be serving during the training. So that's why I'd like for you to contact me. You can contact me by phone at 305-1363, and another phone number, this is my office phone, 750-8706, and you can also contact me by email, and that is M like Marshall Islands, M Layer, Layer at SDALE like SDAL.org.
Okay. Im ngani kamalalagi wat ngan rome raganan volunteer rimuto kumugungan munjikuul go eni lang chuan training rekam manilo February lalemran imit wigin law taide jong royin training joni kamallo elegan rale bim joni kamallo chota jong chon jimatan elegan rale im lalem chimatan injota imnge komi konaan natin pokuna rim jibang ugogilo yenin komi morong kola to ng bago karay nagar kwalogi imi email to kum kwalo ko komi konaan natin komi morong rin to kum ugongan ngan rujuguro ni jillo munchugonga jibang baron ro matan nge elangami kachito komi morong bar kwalay building and me echara baliye im nampayo yakar kwalo ko chimjon lalim jiro rally the chimjon jiro chijino. Anything else you want to say?
Yes. First, thank you for all of you who have been volunteers at our schools. We have many people that come time after time whenever it's needed to volunteer for our schools.
Inga imagananot kwalo ka natin kamolo ro mo tami ragar to kumugo volunteer egana lewa jinanin kamolo lupai elugun jibang parent ro melalegan kamalali parent ro me recip tukun jala kajin majala ka kajin Spanish bayren marong melalai kado ko an rujuguro ni yerum lale yayo rebariye ilo kado ko ayer.
Also, during the fall, we had over 200 volunteers serving our students in pre-K through 12th grade and their families and their teachers. And this year, and we will be needing just about that many for our upcoming conferences. And they're from many parts of our community. They're business owners, churches get involved, and their whole congregation that are bilingual will come and help. Many parents come and help. We're serving over almost 2,500 Marshallese people alone who have requested that they have an interpreter during conferences.
Wow, 200.
Yeah,
Im enodan
2,000.
bagay jaba elang ro taujin rugo kariyo ala kumlo im jala ji ala nampai na ngani kajo jalo bagay ichep ro taujin ichep lukun lang ngan kajo jaba ilo ajiri remaja lo nijiri gay elang ro taujin 500 rujugur remaja lo dum jurgun jala ka jewi rugo ngani yenin im ngakomi ganan volunteer mo chojim kala to karai naga obi jener. Okay, anything else you want to say?
It's so important for our parents and students and teachers to be able to talk with each other, and our interpreters for our conferences make that possible for all of our parents and teachers and students. And thank you, and to those of you who have helped us, and for those of you who want to join us and help, thank you. Just give me a call.
Kamolo dengan ole bro ripag ay rierim jala kiyeno kairum to kung volunteer bay elgun aur ngan chinirim temerim paraino rujugolum ragiro ngan melele igi melele ngan kanani den ipentro ngan kata ko ana jiriro ni meni not komi kano jina mole mani ani jin ke jaraman ko mole be inai ballo komi wigin law komolum jaramanim yawem ballo ke jangole. Yaway ngan olive army roilo Springdale, Arkansas. Yung bareinwot olive ro rejalo di TV show inan an rumajalo man jiban jilo Arkansas Springdale. Jolo perbe jago Anita nganan parijini lukun lewaj melele ko ekarangan pejin lukun melele kagia enangan mi jilo tarinum bareinwot lalaka yaway olive ro matailo Springdale inum raja recharabal palaw yawa yung ano rumajo lolo ko na ko rejalo ji TV show in ilo izini pa ilang chuan rilotok chin new regalangan Springdale district a coach ngan I'm sorry I did not get your name. I will give it to him so he can introduce himself and explain what what his job is and what he do in our school.
Well, my name is Zach Clark. I am the head football coach at Springdale High School.
Oh.
And just brand new on the job, looking forward to it, and trying to build kind of the culture and community of and get kids assimilated into football, especially at a young age. But you know, trying to tap into the numbers that we have on the east side of Springdale.
Elang chuan rigal ngan high school coach on Springdale High School. Yung kabudok yung jarbal yung may football ngan football. Okay. So he's just going to give us whatever you want to say. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I think, you know, taking the job, in order to get our number one goal is to get kids out for football at a young age, and we would like to get them into football. We start youth football in the 4th grade, and I feel like my job early is to go. I'm trying to meet with every elementary principal, the middle school principals, and to try to educate them on when football sign-ups will be. We'll try to get a football kind of a skills or athletics period during the day to get kids familiar with the game.
Imeno 28 coaching on Springdale High School, okay? Kanani anagay karangan bud kole katabaran nganan bigot enodan bagay football ejino jen ajri romer redrig enod klajemen ramarong jino football ay kanan tidok boy kamalalegi ngan jinirim jemer aga kaino judok nilo sport boy kamalalegi tawunin na naur sport ngan ajri ro ni jire no tagay any uni langanatan kaman malagaten kato kwailo muncul ko mekanan boy chinirim jemer aga rolo jen klajemen lenglak ren lukun malalata aurugun sport ngan kajodi do then ngan kajang rijikuul. Okay.
All right. I think we'll have some information out on our website. I believe it's springdalefootball.com, but I'm not positive.
Ito lukun jala ka ba any lang information any letongan kujod kimeni senaudi lo email may bango kumik takanan. Ito lukun jala aga ba website do is Springdale sport
football, Springdale football.
Springdale football in website on it. Jablu kun jala ka ini lang information ini dalangan ajuri ro ni jirbaran bagai ngani pensinerum cemer. All right.
Perfect.
So what do you want us parents to, why it is important for our parents to push our kids into sports?
Well, I think no matter what the activity is, if a kid gets involved in his school, in a sport or in an extracurricular activity, whatever that is, that student builds a sense of there's a stronger tie with the school, with the community, and statistics show if they can get involved in something, they'll get better grades, stand a better chance to stay out of trouble.
Yes, enotan kemalagi kacit ko igar kacit etagay un aur boy chinirim temer rendukun nata yuni ajri ro nijin nganaten pers pota boy ilo boy yer mage kach relo boy alak labala kan ajri ro nijit then idok lumeir ilo pota ke emburup kato koy redagalo kato koy rum bareinwot ilo I chala mulgo aten pajala responsibility ngan ermake kai yeme chuan mene aur pachinirim temar nuni ajuri ro ni jiro bai ijala ga kojo rumaya emmani peru korego yem chuan yan men ko emarong lalak idiju chala jawa bai paren wo wan malagum paradulo chugo lalak do ni melo spoda ga rejab pelot trabalo go enot kad klajum trejab chariyotongan munchugo. All right, thank you. So I know like I don't see too many Marshallese in sport. I haven't. There are few, but because we like sports, but we think that it doesn't. When schools come, we don't really push our kids. I don't know why is that, but we thought sport is just a sport. You don't get any education from that. That's what it is. So, as for a Marshallese parent, what do you want to say to them to push their kids to school?
Well, I think that, and I was at J.O. Kelly when I
Yes.
was here before. I taught and coached here 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and I know the Marshallese kids are very interested. They love to play like any kid.
Any kids will.
I think there is a certain discipline where you're responsible to your team. And ultimately, hopefully, my goal is to assimilate, you know, the Hispanic kids, the Marshallese kids, the white kids, the black, all of them, and we can get a stronger tie.
Yes.
Help everybody out, and everybody feels a part of our community.
Yes. Imenotan ke malalagi ke itu na oru pe coron kue riam ko to jenia ke jo ja ole breno juon ajeri rijikuul ke itu limo lo yukore juon men ini kalabala ko pe eten rijikuul ro ni dir ren par ene mane ko wala ko pen eten ipen kai eten rijikuul ro jate me eno rijibane jem ro awata ke chin ke eten Edukun auru be chala peldo sport ke jakada kilen discipline nim jakada kilen ronga jaga leader ro arum jogun jakada eno eragala lokato ko ar. Anything else you want to tell us? And you know, but
just I like breakdown. My door is always open. My phone, eventually I will get to the phone, the messages and the email. It's been crazy, but I want to open the doors of Springdale High School, especially the football program. We want to be inclusive, and we want to get this this culture where we develop a sense of our culture within the Springdale football program.
Im eganano to peng kaino kanani to limo in football. Epala kaje me anim ngailang am kaje ka konaan pagawalap kain information ko komarong call to nilo Springdale High School aga komarong email ay manila to ko email ay wan ngan ko jod maten epala kaje me an jojo mo to ngani penim all of kain mala like in sport them pe epala kaje me anim mo nanin chipang ko jod all nganot all of komol anything else you want to add on, or do?
Well, I'm just very excited to be here, and if there's anything that I can do for a kid in Springdale, my door's always open.
Football. Jojim kwale to ke ilo Springdale High School aga email to. Nganawad pa ko molum palo ko jengum. Thank you. Coach on Springdale for coming and give us more information on our football. Hope good luck with your job, and you will do a good job. So
well, thank you.
Para no pa yawa yung charaman ni managing ka charaman ka jojo komol.